My name is Tom Ness. I'm the Tropics and Minnesota Trail Supervisor at the Minnesota Zoo. On December 27th, we had a Gibbon infant born. When keeper staff arrived that morning, they found that the mother and father were not taking care of the baby, so they had to remove it from the enclosure with them and give it some fluids and some milk and get it healthy. We tried later that day to reintroduce the infant back to the parents. They continued not to show interest in the infant, so since that time the keepers have been providing care and feeding the baby 24 hours a day. They are a white-cheeked gibbon. They are considered to be critically endangered. Their number one threat in the wild is basically humans and population loss. A gibbon is a non-human primate, but they're in the ape family. They're not truly a monkey, so they're more closely related to gorillas and humans than they are of other monkeys. They're found only in Southeast Asia in tropical rainforest regions. Being a primate, they spend a lot of their time up in the trees and very rarely go down to the ground. They use their arms primarily from locomotion for jumping from one tree to another or from one branch to another. This is a very significant birth. It's the first female born in AZA zoos since 2006, and it's about the 10th born in the last 10 years, so there's about one born per year. So it is a pretty significant birth. When she was born, she weighed about 500 grams. Today she weighs just over 600 grams, so she's growing and doing well. She's gained slightly over 10% of her body weight, which is what we'd like to see. The staff are pretty much here 24 hours a day. She requires feedings about every 3 hours or so. As she's getting a little bit older, she's sleeping a little bit more and spreading out the feedings, so she's somewhere between 3 and 4 hours now for feedings versus the first couple days she was about 2 to 3 hours for every feeding. We do continue to put the infant with the mother every day. We feel it's important for the infant to learn how to be a gibbon and not a human. So it's important that they have that social contact and that visual contact with other gibbons. As long as the mother continues to allow us to have the infant in there, we hope that as the infant gets older and more mobile, that she'll be more receptive and be more motherly. This is the 10th gibbon born at the Minnesota Zoo.